くしてどこからどこまでが I going underground 僕らは今日もショーケースの中で何かを待っている Join me to the world 僕らは消費されてく燃料膨張するエネルギー Boy needs girl
Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some of the latest and greatest updates to one of your favorite Nintendo Switch emulators, Yuzu. In case anyone was wondering why I haven't released any videos in the last 7 to 8 days, the main reason for that is my power supply blew up in my main PC, and since I didn't have a dedicated backup, I had to wait till literally today, 3 hours ago in fact, before making this video to get a new one and get everything back up and running. The reason I bring this up is because it's actually the money donated by all of my patrons that paid for this new power supply. If it wasn't for you guys, I would have had to wait another week and a half to get the power supply that I needed for my system. So again, a massive thank you to all of you guys for all your pledges and donations. Alright, back on topic. The reason you guys are here is to see the latest updates to Yuzu, and believe me, there's been a lot of stuff added even in the last week alone. We're going to be taking a look at the brand new update that covers ARB, which is a brand new method of using OpenGL on this emulator that drastically improves performance in some games and also removes basically 99% of the shader caching stutter you may have seen before when using OpenGL. We're going to be taking a look at the brand new MacroJIT, which has greatly improved performance in pretty much every single game. Then we're also going to be taking a look at a brand new feature which is called asynchronous VSync. This change was kind of stealthily added in the last 3 to 4 days, and if you have noticed your games playing and just generally being a lot more smooth, this new feature addition is likely the reason for it. On top of these more major updates, I'm also going to take a look at a few minor ones, including a fresh look at game compatibility in some of the most highly requested games you guys have asked me to cover in the past. Now, before we get stuck in and look at all of these changes, I want to give a very happy welcome back to YouTube to Simply Austin. If you guys don't know him, he's another YouTuber who mainly focuses on emulation, and after a bit of a hiatus, he is now back making videos and releasing them on YouTube. I'm sure a lot of you guys are already aware of his YouTube channel. If you aren't, you'll find a link to it down in this video's description. Head on over there, subscribe to him. This guy is super nice dude. He has done a lot for the emulation community, so I just wanted to give him a warm welcome back to YouTube. Welcome back, dude. You have been surely missed. Okay, now that that waffle is out of the way, let's jump straight into it. Let's kick things off by taking a look at the brand new OpenGL ARB update. Now, it's a little bit confusing to explain exactly what ARB is, so while I'm going to do my best to explain it, I'm also going to be giving you some demonstrations of what it does and what it brings to the table for this emulator. So currently in Yuzu, and most emulators in fact, we have been using an OpenGL which is called OpenGL GLSL, or OpenGL Shading Language. This was created, confusingly enough, by the OpenGL ARB, or OpenGL Architecture Review Board, to give developers more direct control over the graphics pipelines without having to use ARB assembly language. It is this ARB assembly language that has now been added in this brand new update to the emulator. To make things a little bit less confusing, let's look at it this way. The OpenGL Architecture Review Board made both GLSL and OpenGL ARB assembly language. Both of these are now available to use in Yuzu emulator. Confusing descriptions aside, let's now take a look at what this OpenGL ARB assembly language brings to the table on Yuzu. To demonstrate this, we're going to be using Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. On the left of my screen, we have OpenGL GLSL. On the right, we have OpenGL ARB assembly language. What we're going to be doing is a quick demonstration of just how much faster ARB is at compiling shaders for games, especially like Super Smash Bros. That have lots and lots of shaders and a very, very large shader cache. If it isn't obvious by the demonstration so far, the main benefit of OpenGL ARB is the fact that it is blazing fast at building and compiling shaders in gameplay. Not only is it many times faster than OpenGL GLSL, it is also much faster than Vulkan through SPIRV. In this short test where I let Super Smash Bros. Ultimate run for 1 minute 30 seconds, on the ARB assembly language setting it compiled 1696 shaders, while on the older GLSL it only compiled 264. Based off the smoothness of gameplay you've seen it demonstrated, it's fairly obvious to see the advantages of ARB. Now, unfortunately, not everyone is going to be able to reap the benefits of using this new assembly language, and since Intel and AMD GPUs simply do not support using ARB in this way, only NVIDIA GPU users are going to be able to use this new setting. For anyone wanting to try it out, you will